Yes, so here we are again. Damon, can you please join me because I'm not able to send you an invite. I don't know why. There might be some settings in your profile. I don't know. Uh, what might be the reason? I really cannot understand. Oh, Damon, you have joined the Insta Live. Okay, let me accept. Okay, yes, yes. Let's see. Damon has joined. I'm not able to see you. Probably Insta is taking a little bit of time. Yeah, it is showing me that I have already invited you. Sent a request. I, okay. Why is this happening? Damon is unable to join. Insta is giving me message that Damon is unable to join. Uh, I don't know. Probably it's because of the internet connection. Okay, now it is giving me. Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
God,
Awesome.
it is. Sometimes it becomes so difficult to be patient with technology.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm glad it's working.
Okay, Damon, thank you so much for joining us.
That's all right. That's all right.
So I hope you are able to hear me,
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
and I can hear you, and I can hear you perfectly. Just that I think you speak a little slow or little slow. So can you speak a little bit louder?
Yeah, sure. I can speak louder. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
So I think we are good to go.
Yeah.
Hello, all of you. This is Fatma, naturally Fatma. I'm a nature connected lifestylist, and my work is basically revolving around connecting your own self, connecting yourself with why am I so confused today? So it is basically developing your connection with your own self through nature elements like sun, plants, soil, water, and all. So my intimate connection is with nature elements, and that's how I bring this self love towards one's own self. So today, this is our third Insta live of Relax with Roses, and we are trying to find the answer of this question: What's a happy place? And I am so grateful that Damon has joined us. Why I am grateful? Let me tell you. I have told him in the message as well, and I would really like to openly, publicly express my desire that I really want such compassionate, such conscious, and such authentic masculines, such authentic males to be known to the world around us, to be able to have a platform or whatever way they can shine through their own beauty, because I feel in Pakistan, I feel we desperately needs such masculine figures around us. So that was one of my desire. It has always been my desire, and I have been writing about it very frequently. So that was one of the major reasons why I wanted to have you here. And so before I just invite Damon, Damon is basically a spiritual teacher and a self-expressionist artist and an extrasensory. He basically teaches people that how they can embody their own essence, how they can connect with their artistic expressions and own unique powers, and how to embody their masculine, specifically divine masculine. So thank you so much, Damon, for joining us. Please, if I have not explained how about your introduction, please, the platform is yours.
No, that was perfect. That was brilliant. Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me on your platform as well. It's seriously thankful. I am. I'm really thankful. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, why we are doing this Insta live series, Damon, because I have curated a self-love journey with roses. Basically, I was able to connect I'm a plant intuitive, and I was able to connect with the psychic abilities of roses, and I got to know that roses have some messages I mean, roses have some messages about our lifestyle and something, and which needs to be shared with the world. So basically, I developed this self-love journey, which is a small 3 weeks journey. And for in Pakistan specifically, and even around the world, it is self-love is kind of a very novel idea. Most of the people are not on this path. So basically, so for people to at least start thinking about or move towards that path, the most important thing which I feel is that they need to feel good about it. They need to feel happy about it. So for happiness, everybody, it is different. It is a different definition of happiness. For me, it would be different. For you, it would be different. So that's why I thought that this would be a wonderful idea. So that I explore this question with the people around me, and at least help people keep their mind on this terrain of thinking about what is their happy place. So yeah, so what do you understand by a happy place? What do you think it is?
To me, it sounds like something that makes you feel joy.
Mm,
Things that the things that make you feel a lot of joy in your life.
mm,
Things you treasure the most. That's what it sounds like to me.
okay, that's wonderful. So 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 in your life, I mean, obviously for example, our definition of happy place keeps changing over the time as we grow up, as we become aware, we become conscious and all. So what do you think that what are those moments, what are those spaces, or what are those relationships where you feel that it is such a full and complete feeling that, for example, if you are present in those surroundings or in those moments, it is just complete and you don't need anything in the world. It's just it's it the picture is complete. So yeah.
Uh, Definitely relationships, people, connections.
Okay. Mm,
That makes me feel the most complete. I would say my purpose as well, but well, firstly, connections, because that to me, that's all there is. That's all there is in life. It's every single thing you can connect with, and especially people. The things which bother us, the things which make us angry, the things that make us feel love and joy and pleasure and beauty and
mm,
everything. It's always people, you know. So
mm,
I feel the most happy and the most full of joy when I'm connecting to people in an authentic way for me, and they're connecting to me in an authentic way for them. And
mm,
that just lights up my whole world. It gives me meaning. It makes my life feel it has meaning, and I think that's such an
mm,
important kind of value in life, because it makes you feel alive, you know. And it certainly makes me feel alive, and I feel whole in that moment when I'm connecting to friends, or friends, and you know, you could consider romance as well. So yeah, that just makes me feel tons of joy. It really does. Um,
So,
yeah.
so basically, two questions just came to my mind. Number one was, I mean, so relationships had always been your happy place? Or, I mean, for example, since your childhood, you grow up and you became conscious and all. So, I mean, I'm just saying that can is there a journey of this happy place?
Yeah, it's absolutely a journey. Relationships. Okay, so maybe when I was like really young, so let's say 5 years old, I had a best friend. So
Okay.
yeah, back then. But then, you know, I was moving around a lot, and there was more and more trauma in the house, and
Mm.
relationships didn't become my happy place at all. Actually, I was very lonely growing up, as I got older, especially teen years, and I didn't have those close people around me.
Mm.
And I lost a lot of people, like friendships fell out, etc., etc. So it was a journey, 100%. Like it was because of that isolation and that loneliness that I realized the value of real, authentic friendships and relationships, I should
Mm.
say, connections.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
and therefore, I understood the value of that happy place, that joy, you know, because, you know, of the pain of not having it.
And so, for example, relationships. I mean, yeah, relationship is something which is so important, without which it it's kind of incomplete. I mean, our life is incomplete. So, what do you think are your values in relationship? Would you think that, for example, these three values are there in a relationship which makes you full and which makes you complete, which makes you give a feeling of wholeness?
Yeah, so it's definitely, you know, unique to the individual. So for me, in my case, it's one of the top ones is freedom of expression. So
Mm.
no matter what,
Mm.
there's always that freedom of expression. So let me just go to like a really big example that's not that common. Let's say I'm in a romantic relationship. Now, let's
Mm.
say my partner has a dream where she was with another guy, and
Mm.
she's starting to feel that, uh, you know, that feeling some people, well, most people call like cheating, where there's an attraction to someone else. The
Mm.
freedom of expression that I hold so dearly means that we would sit down together and she'd be able to talk to me about it, and I'd be able to talk to her about it,
Mm.
and we'd be able to have a
Mm.
conversation about what's happening and understand it. I think that's the key thing, is understanding it. So in that case, it
Mm.
would be understanding that I'm not
Mm.
meeting some of her needs, and it's not the end of the world. you know, yeah.
Mm.
Like, but
Mm.
that's what I mean. Is it's the tough conversations. It's those kind of conversations that people sweep under the rug. You know,
Mm.
being able to have that in my connections, oh, it just makes the happy place like light up like fireworks, because I don't have to hide parts of myself with someone else, and
Mm.
that makes me feel super happy. Um, and then to kind of branch off with that, it's, you know, other values of someone taking you as part of themselves, and me taking them as part of myself as well. So them including my needs, my best interests, my pain, and vice versa. You know, that makes me feel complete and whole, and ultimately leads to me feeling happy. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, because I now I feel that I really made a right choice by asking you for this Insta live, because these are actually my needs as well. I mean, Relationships are something I'm so of a life kind of a person and one-to-one connect kind of a person, and freedom of expression, and yeah, you taking other person as a part of yourself, whatever, no matter what, no matter you have this kinds of differences. I mean,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
differences of 180 degree or 360 degree kind of thing, but still there is someone to hold you.
mm,
So, I mean, I feel lighter listening this from you, that, oh yeah, thank you, universe. There are some people who resonate with the same feelings, resonate
yeah.
with the same
Absolutely, that's
value.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. Okay, so my next question is that what is the importance or the contribution of this happy place in one's overall life? For example, if this happy place is not present, so what will what will not go right in life? Or, for example, if this happy place is present, or this contribution of this happy place is present, that then how it basically plays a role in shaping your overall life, or in shaping that whatever you do in your life, in your career, in your everything, living life and everything. So how, what is its role, in the overall life?
Hmm. I would say it makes you live a life that's worth it in a way. It makes you live a life
Mm,
that you can look back on and say, yeah, that was the best life I could possibly have. You know,
mm,
so
mm,
without following your joy,
mm.
you kind of go astray. You know, you're not doing things, and things won't come to you that really light you up. You know, without that so-called happy place or joy. Um, and if you are following that, that's the life you're meant to live. Like for sure, like um,
Mm,
it's like a path, and you don't know where that path's gonna lead, but you know it's gonna fill you up. Like there's so much richness and depth in that happy place and that joy that you can look back on your life and say, "Wow, I gave that my best shot, and damn, that was a good life." You know, which is what we all want, because you know, especially for me, I don't want to. Well, I should say I want to give this life my all. So my happy place is therefore super important to me. You know, that joy is super important to me.
mm, because I think it acts like a support system. It basically acts like a support. Hi, Damon. Are you able to?
I think I am now. Yeah, it was just lagging a bit. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So what I was
Yeah.
asking is that what is that one thing in your whole day which you do for your own self, and that is for your own happiness. Just one thing in the whole day.
Um, hmm. does does watching something funny count?
Watching something funny? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah, yeah. Watching funny videos, because
Anything, I mean, anything
yeah,
which makes you happy, which makes you full, and
yeah.
which gives you joy. Anything. I mean, there are no right and wrong answers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a super deep answer, but honestly, watching funny videos, because I just do that for me, and um, it really just brings some calmness and less stress and just makes me laugh. And I definitely need that for myself, for sure. It makes my life
Mm.
feel richer. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just something as simple as that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just curious. I mean, what type of funny videos do you see?
Oh,
Because
it's
when I asked this question, your face expression completely changed. So I thought, okay, what funny video does it do? Those are totally changing our face expressions actually.
let's see. It's a lot of my generation's humor. It's Gen Z humor. So I watch
Mm.
streamers, people who are on this platform called Twitch, and
Twitch.
yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and yeah, I watch them. I watch some funny ones. Maybe some like prank call videos and stuff like that. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's
Wonderful.
complete.
Wonderful.
It's a lot of random stuff.
Okay. Wonderful. It means that I am taking this note for myself as well. That okay, let's try doing this and let's see how
Yeah, I see. I see.
people or our listeners or your listeners that can help them find their happy place. What one suggestion you think that is important, which you would like to
One message I would like to give to
give?
people.
One message or one suggestion which, for example, they can incorporate in their daily life and they can tap into their happy place.
Hmm. I would say get in touch with your heart. I would say. I
Mm.
would say put your
Mm.
hands in your chest or put your hands in your heart, and
Mm.
you know it's. I know it's kind of a little bit cliche, but it really does have profound effect because you're
Mm.
not trying to search for what makes you happy. It's already there, and you just gotta listen to your heart. Your heart knows,
Mm.
you know. What message would your heart say? Maybe it will say, you know, go watch some funny videos, or maybe go cook, or maybe just do that, and just enjoy that. You know, just enjoy that in the moment, because just for the sake of it, just for the sake of feeling happy, you know. Uh, I mean, if we're talking like vibrations and stuff, then that's fantastic because it can help attract new thoughts as well to you, such as you know, if you're stuck on something and you decide to, you know, let's say watch funny videos, you raise your vibe enough to be a match to new thoughts, such such as like solutions. Whereas if you were like saying some depression or something, and you didn't know what it was, you couldn't solve it, or you were struggling with something, because it's so low, you'll miss those high vibrational
Mm.
thoughts, like the solutions. Yeah, so it has like
Mm.
tons of implications.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say listen to your heart, like really listen to what your heart wants you to do, wants to tell you. That's the easiest solution.
Yeah, I think thank you actually, Kujain, because I feel that just uh, putting a hand in your heart and asking and feeling is such an intimate connection with your own self, and uh, and sometimes it's just that one moment of intimacy which makes you fully complete. I mean, which makes you whole and which makes you alive and which makes you full complete. So thank you so much. This is such a wonderful suggestion. So thank you, Damon. These are some of the questions which I really wanted to explore. So what I'm seeing that the definition of my happy place is expanding, is in terms of the happy place is basically number one. It is like connecting with your own self, and connecting with your own heart and following the joy. I mean, whatever joy your heart feels like following, follow that joy. So and for example, connecting with the heart, that is something very beautiful for me. Is why? Because it is something so self-reliant and it is something so sustainable that you don't need to go anywhere, don't need to spend any money, don't need to sit with any one or sip,
Yeah.
and it's just right here, right in this moment with you, and you can enjoy your own presence. So thank you so much for expanding my perspective about this happy place. So before we, so yeah, I would now really like to know, Damon, that please tell us about your services. How do you, I mean, what do you do, and how people can get help from you if they are stuck somewhere? So yeah, because I think you and the work you are doing is so new, at least for my audience. So that's why I would really want the people to know.
Interested. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, so my whole thing is authenticity. Embracing who you are. Um, so I have a website people can check out, www.damonkaradia.com.
Okay.
Same name as my Instagram. And on there, my services are dedicated towards a few things that I'm really passionate about.
Mm.
The first one is divine masculinity. Um,
Mm.
I honestly really, really am an advocate for that because it's such a big issue in the world, like such a big issue, and
Yeah.
it's so complex. People have so many extremes about it, like how to be a man. They really take it to the extreme, and at the end of the day, it's all about authenticity, which I'm trying to teach, and coming back to your unique self. So
Mm.
I teach that to men and women. I have an
Mm.
individual session.
Okay, so both genders, right? It's not only men and it's not only women.
Yeah, except for my course on there, which is just for men.
Okay.
But I have like,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah,
Mm.
and then the packages I have are for both genders. The reason I chose the course to be just for men is because honestly, to me it made sense because I can go deeper into that in helping a man embrace his own divine masculinity, whereas with a woman, and I've had female clients, I've had a lot of female clients as well, who are simply just wounded by that masculinity and need the opposite experience, basically. Um, so, on the other end, when I'm teaching just men, it's really, really, really in depth of, coming back to who you are. What does it mean to be a man? you know, um, a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just so much good stuff there. How to embrace
And
who
it
they.
is so much needed, I mean,
Yeah,
what we see around, for example, it is all the distorted form of masculinity, and again the distorted form of
yeah,
femininity as well. And I mean, most of the people actually don't know that where these are operating, I mean, masculine and feminine are operating on energetic level, and that's where
yeah.
all
That's
the all the do's and don'ts and rights and wrongs come in. So that is wonderful. I mean, so it's a men's container, right? It's a container for men.
yeah,
Your course.
yeah. That
Okay,
that
wonderful.
that course specifically. Yeah, yeah. And then on the other side, I help people embrace their inner artist, basically. So these are people who really want to express themselves, open to both genders, and I get people like people who want to be models on there. I get people who are really good at painting or singers. Um, people who just really know that they're an artist and really just want to express that because ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted more color and more expression in this world, because for some reason, ever since I was a kid, I knew that people embracing their artist self would really, really change the world. It would really bring more color in. You know, people aren't hiding themselves anymore. They're fully opening up and allowing themselves. And so, you know, that I have a course, the How to Embrace Your Unique Self, I think it's called. And
Okay.
so I have that, and then I also have my extrasensory stuff. You know, so if people want an extrasensory reading or something like that, you know, if they want to know about their guides or a pattern they're in or potentials and stuff, like I just do individual sessions there for that.
Okay.
Uh, then lastly, I'm bringing back an old course. It's not on my website yet, but I'm bringing it back, called the Higher Self Unfoldment, basically, which is
Mm-hmm.
basically how to kind of awaken and how to integrate your higher self. I had it when I first started my business, but I didn't think it was teachable, so I kind of dropped it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this is really like how to heal, because a lot of people in the spiritual community, especially, they don't know how to heal. They get stuck and stuck and stuck and stuck. And, you know, I'm talking about the stuff like disidentification and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, letting go of traumas, you know, and all that kind of stuff that these, you know, people may have heard, like someone like Eckhart Tolle talk about, etc. They're all talking about an awakening experience. I just whittled
Mm-hmm.
it down because I had that awakening experience when I was at rock bottom, and um, I realized that maybe it's kind of teachable, because I have a client now who's kind of in that course, and he's open to it. So I was like, yeah, maybe it is teachable. So I'm thinking of bringing that back as well.
So yeah, so you would be posting about it on your social media as well. This course, the Higher Self one.
Yeah, yeah. All of this stuff is promoted on my social media as well, on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Just Damon Karadia there as well. Yeah,
Democrat.
yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think these are all wonderful and unique offerings, which I think most of the people still don't know, and most of the people need this kind of work. I'm talking about specifically Pakistan, but I feel the same terrain being in India, in in Nepal, and all the surrounding countries. I mean, the genre of our society is actually same. The issues are same.
Yeah.
So so thank you so much, Damon, for saying yes to my invitation and coming on live. I don't know, it was your first live or something?
Uh, I think so. Yeah, yeah. On Instagram, yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you so much for joining us, for sharing your version of Happy Place. It really, really, really means a lot to have you part of the space and to have you part of this connection I'm exploring with Relax with Roses and Self Love Journey. And to our followers, I would really like to encourage you to go and explore his social media pages and his website, which is damonkaradia.com, and just have a look at his services. And I, for example, we would be having a couple of more Insta lives. So again, on the same topics, what's your happy place? So stay tuned. And after that, I will be officially launching Relax with Roses, my self-love journey course. So thank you so much, and thank you everyone who joined us, who joined the conversation. I saw a lot of people joining, but I didn't saw any question coming up. Otherwise, we would have taken it. So thank you, Damon.
Thank you as well. Thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure. It was absolute joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Uh,